Scaling Operations Profitably, how Ruckus Wireless utilized system smarts to do it. My name is Rakesh Sharma. I'm the president and founder of Zyom. We are an operations support system company. We have developed the product Mozart, which is built with operations leaders and their team's issues front and center. I'd like to introduce you to Fred Harried, VP of Operations at Ruckus Wireless. Under his leadership, Ruckus has grown their operations several-fold. It is with great pleasure that I introduce you to Fred. Welcome, Fred.
Thank you. From a startup company, and as you're growing, the key factors is collaboration with your CMs and your suppliers, where you can keep your headcount low, grow with the company, and make sure you're still delivering on-time product. One of the key factors that I looked at was, how can I do this? You'll see coming into the system, easy to use, easy to control, easy to do collaborations with your CMs.
Our system to support his global supply chain, all his CMs and all ODMs, and the multitude of products which we're building up as customers were demanding more. So whether you're trying to grow or whether you're just trying to make sure that you keep your competitive edge and you have a network of suppliers, that's where the Mozart system, which is an operation support system we are going to talk about, becomes very key. What were the three major process constraints that you found, and how did you mitigate these constraints?
The main one was communication. The hard part was spreadsheets going back and forth. So collaborating on the schedule was key to make sure that we all stayed in line, ensuring that there was no exposures on both sides. As you're going to see with the system, collaboration is key to making sure everybody's on the same page. The second one, how fast can the CMC my changes? As Rakesh was saying, demand upside, demand downside. It's key to get those changes quickly to them. Ensuring exposures are very low and keeping them low. One of the things that I found was with the system is I can always go back quickly to it and has a date stamp, who changed it, and why.
How long did this solution take to go live?
So good question. I needed something that was real quick. I needed something that didn't take 6 months to do. We all have ERP systems, the big systems, and we all know that takes 6 to 9 months to get going. This was something that I was able to call Rakesh and say, I need a system running right away. It took me 1 day. I called him, he gave me my username, password. I started loading my part numbers in, started loading who was building it, told him who was my CM and the contact. He gave them their username and password, and we were up and running by that end of the day. That is why I like the system. It's simple to use, easy to process, easy to watch your suppliers. The system is customizable to your needs, and it's going to interface with our ERP system.
Why do we need such a system when you already have an ERP system? The basic difference is they serve two different purposes. The ERP being more of an enterprise-centered, as the E in ERP means. Mozart, which is an collaboration operations support system, is a collaboration enabler. You have generic capabilities, and as we were just saying, you have to put enhancements on top of it. You still need some of your spreadsheets and your reports, whereas here it's very specialized. The last point is really the favorite. Whereas with ERP, you are spending weeks and months. Fred got his CM on board, his items which he needed to track and execute and get delivered, more importantly, within a matter of a day. Why Zyom?
It was a quick to implement. I needed a system that would grow with my group. I need to make sure as the multiple products come out, the multiple different configurations, the multiple warehouses that I have throughout the world, I want to keep my planning group as small and efficient as possible. With this system here, it allows me to actually keep the one planner I have and not have to grow the group, and they're able to do multiple now CMs and multiple products. It actually, I think, helps when I have the quarterly review with the executives there, because there's not a she said, he said, it's we both agree, here's the system. You have the CMs put in their commits, I put in the requested builds, and there's just no bickering back and forth and taking 6 months to say, well, here's our waterfall chart, and we do our waterfall chart, and they don't ever connect. This way, it's one system that we both agree on. Does the need for this system depend on the size of the company involved? I would say no. It's a system that can grow with your needs. I implemented at the beginning only the demand module. We're implementing the material module. Another good item here is that it's a system that your group controls, the operations side. The information there is manipulated by operations and used by operations, so it's made for the operations. When you look at your warehouse modules or your planning modules on your ERP, it's driven more by financials. With this system, it's tailored to the operational side of the business.
Depending on your next steps, if you are in a discovery phase and if you want to learn more, please reach out to us. If you are in the pre-launch phase, then you pretty much have identified this problem and would like to understand more in a working session how it will work, we are more than eager to come in and help you get a picture, visualize what the world will look like using a live system. And with that, I thank you all for coming.